out of my head. Try to stray, try to forget, but the thoughts, they seem to drown me instead. I've always wondered.
Hello everyone, welcome to another Draw With Me session. I'm going to be doing a loose sketch and watercolor painting. I got the reference photo from Pinterest, so if you want to follow along with me, I will attach its link in the description box below. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you're using traditional art materials, then I suggest that you dive right into it with an inked pen. If you start with a pencil, you're very much likely to erase every mistake, which can result in an exhausting process. At least for me, it's exhausting. I saw this artist on Instagram. I forgot what their name was, but what they said really stuck with me. They said that sometimes artists should just use a pen right away. When I was starting my art journey, it was easy for me to get caught up in the details, unnecessarily spending time on a smaller portion of the bigger picture. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're working on a professional project. But if you're doing this for fun or for relaxation, I don't think that's a good way to do it. Over the years, I learned that I don't like being constrained by precision. Take a look at this fork and spoon, for example. Instead of obsessing over getting every line right, I'm using intentional strokes to map out the composition. What do I mean by that? It doesn't matter that I didn't get it very accurately. As long as the energy is captured, I'm happy with it. Does the placing of the signage make sense? If yes, then I'm good. This also encourages me to experiment with which angle will look more creative or which shape makes it more expressive and dynamic. Don't get me wrong, I still sometimes catch myself obsessively using the undo button whenever I'm not satisfied with how it looks. It is tempting to undo every mistake, but I can feel that I am stifling my artistic growth by relying heavily on it. So in this particular drawing, I avoid tapping the screen with my 2 fingers. If you don't use Procreate, tapping the screen with 2 fingers means undo. I want to get rid of that old habit. Then, this is a practice that I just started to implement in my drawing routine, so spare me if I still can't help but undo some of the strokes that I was not satisfied with. I did not have the full picture of this wooden window in that Pinterest photo, but it lets me be creative. I just guess that this is what it would look like, full picture. And there's nothing wrong with not following the reference. You can still add your touch to it by adding more items or removing objects, stuff like that. Here I'm adding abstract lines to indicate the plants. Again, I don't have to follow the reference photo. It doesn't have to be accurately looking. It doesn't have to be an accurately looking plant. I just, look, my goal here is for it to just for it to look pretty. Sometimes that's reason enough to start drawing. In the future, I like to have already lessened my erasures and have more confidence with my strokes. I really like what I did in the foot of this table because I'm not sure how the structure works with that table, but I think my drawing makes sense, at least for me. This chair in particular is very fun to draw. I got to make it a little bit cartoony. Again, I didn't draw it exactly as the photo. I was thinking of drawing it a little bit bendy and the feet of the chairs a little bit distorted, just so that it doesn't look boring. I develop my confidence in my artistic abilities when I see that, Jesus Christ, I can do that without having to abuse the 2-finger tap. This confidence pushes the boundaries of my imagination. And so I would love for this practice to continue in the future. I learned to, just with this drawing alone, I'm starting to learn to trust my intuition, which is a valuable asset in my creative process. Because look at that. This clip right here was real time. I didn't cut any scene or any part from it. And I'm just really proud of myself for not abusing the undo button. Loose sketching can be a time-saving technique, really, especially when I work on complex projects. I can't say that this is a complex project. It is a simple one. There's just a window, plants, table, and chairs. But instead of getting bogged down in details early on, I can focus on capturing the essence of my idea, and then I will refine them later in the process. So those seconds that I wasn't drawing were the times that I was just thinking, hey, is this a good idea if I made that fluid stroke? I don't know if I'm making any sense at this point, but I'll just give an example so that I make it clear. Before, when I draw a simple object or a simple architecture, because I love drawing architectures, I used to really repeat the lines and then I will trace it. But with this, I didn't expect that it can turn out pretty if I don't do that. Anyway, I think I'm losing brain cells as I speak. I haven't spoke this long in a video continuously before. So excuse my... I don't even know what adjective to use. Excuse my non-eloquent self. I am trying to talk. I'm trying to come up with thought-provoking topics while I draw. But apparently my brain can't come up with that as of now. So, oh dear Lord, I should probably stop. I should probably cut this, but I'm just being too lazy to edit this one out. I think I will just leave it at that. I don't know if anyone's listening. Anyway, oh God, we still have like 49 minutes left. I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about. I guess let's just watch me for a few minutes quietly. Oh, okay. This one, I wasn't very happy with how it looked. And so you catch me using that undo button again. But that's okay. This is my first loose sketch. Well, not really, but this is the first serious loose sketch that I've done in Procreate. Oh no, I didn't use the undo button. I used the eraser tool because I was happy with that horizontal line in that window. Yeah, there you go. Say, be kind to yourself when you do that. I'll just avoid that in the future. But yeah, if it doesn't make sense, it's okay to erase it. I chose this photo because it looks fun. The colors are very happy. And it's just a place where I'd like to visit. Oh yeah, let's talk about the photos that I usually lean towards drawing. I love drawing like the front of a cafe or a green garden. What do you call that? Where the walls are glass. Greenhouses, coffee shops, libraries. As long as there are windows in it, I just think it's fun to sketch. Just by looking at this, I'm already really happy because you do understand that that's a window, that's a signage, that's a table. I liked that it doesn't have to be complicated. I don't have to do complicated lines for me to understand what's going on here. With this plant holder, I'm not that happy with it, but you know, it's something that I can take a lesson from. Next time I will try to really simplify the items. I salute all the YouTuber artists that does voiceover while they do their art, because it just takes a lot of brain power to come up with a topic and then talk about it for like over 30 minutes or even over 15 minutes. It's just so, I don't know, maybe it's just me not being a yapper. I guess being a yapper has its advantage now if you want to be doing YouTube videos and a podcast. But I do like to think that I was a yapper before. It's just that I got rusty with it because I was working from home and I don't socialize that much as much as I want to compared to before. But yeah, I guess by starting this video, it's a start, and I feel like in the future, when I'm already a pro yapper, I will look back on this and see my progress. I just really want to practice my speaking skills again. Is it speaking skills? I think I'm good in speaking, but I'm not that good in generating words, stringing words together to come up with a coherent and engaging conversation. Maybe because I'm speaking in English continuously. English is not my first language. So, yeah. I am so tempted to speak in Tagalog. What if I speak Tagalog? At this point, I'm just dumping my thoughts. And some of you might already left because of it. It's okay. This video is mostly for me practicing. There's a lot of awkward silence, dead air. But at least you've got me. You've got to watch me draw a pretty piece. Yeah, you know what? I shouldn't say that some of you might leave because, hey, you got a good show going on here. I was creating a cute piece. And you should probably stay because I'm about to paint this one and it's a very relaxing process. At this point, I am drawing like 2 lines to add like a cute texture to give a fun, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to use texture again. To give a fun texture to the whole piece. I think it's just more fun to look at. What else could I be talking about? Oh yeah, I am inspired by Jilly Arts. If you don't know her, she's also a loose sketcher. No. She's also an artist who does loose sketching and watercolor painting. But unlike her, I cannot form coherent thoughts while doing a voiceover continuously. She does it every time for over an hour. I don't know how she does it, but she's a very big motivation and inspiration for me. Anyway, I take notes. I get notes from her, and this whole texture thingy that I just did a few seconds ago, I got it from her. So credits to Jilly Arts. And I aspire to have that complete complete. I aspire to have that complete content. Because when she does drawing, sketching, and then watercolor, she just talks like she's with us, but without the blabbering, without the short and I don't know. Again, I'm gonna be kind to myself this time because this is just a start and I haven't uploaded any videos since like 2 months ago. And by the way, I think my YouTube channel has been running for over a year now. And this is a happy little space that I have that I created for myself. And so you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do with it. Okay, we're in the fun part, the coloring. Oh my god, just digital watercolor paint is just so yum. Do you see this? Even I'm having fun watching this over again because I've drawn this piece already, but it's just fun to watch. Oh, and these brushes are from Calvin from Studio Drift. I will link his brushes in the description box below if you want to purchase it. It's a very I don't want to say pretty because again, I am expanding my vocabulary as I do this. But it's a very delicious. Yeah. It's a very delicious set. I just every time I use it, it just brings me dopamine, serotonin boost. And the color. My god. I just love the color green. Not because I'm gay, but well, partly because I'm gay, but green is really such a good color, especially sage green and the muted ones. Okay, I just switched my position. I was sitting, now I am laying over my back as I watch myself paint because I'm gonna do this. I had to finish this all the way through. I still have 30 minutes left. My gosh. You know what? Yeah, I can do this. This is easy. I have yapped like this before with my friends for hours. You know what? Let's just think of a topic this time. Oh, we can talk about color palettes. I have a pre-made, is that what you call it? Pre-made? I have a saved color palette in Procreate already. So these colors are hand selected by me. I didn't get it from any artist, because you can sometimes download color palette from artists. They give out free color palettes along with their brushes. But these colors, I handpicked it because these are muted tones and nature colors. They're just really my cup of tea. I love using them. I tried using bright colors before, like neon green and pink. Although I do love using them, I don't think it's just me. It doesn't scream my personality. It doesn't scream Jarm. And so I'm gonna ditch it. And that's okay if it doesn't work. At least I tried. At least I got to experiment with them. It was fun while doing it, but I just don't think that bright colors are for me. When I say bright colors, I mean like the neon ones. I'm really more of the muted. At this point, I'm just repeating myself. Okay, this part is just so fun. What if I leave you for a few minutes while I paint? Would that be an okay idea to do? Or are you gonna be lonely here while I paint? Are you painting, or are you suffering from listening to me yap? Hopefully not. Hopefully you're enjoying this video. Next time that I'm gonna do this drawing, loose sketching again, I will just do an ASMR type of video, because this is coming up with words and thoughts is such an exhausting process. It's so exhausting. It's giving me English exams where I have to answer essay type in just a limited amount of time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do just ASMR type of vid. The reason why I didn't do that here is because the original audio from this video was very noisy. You could hear our crow, our neighbors yelling at each other, and I just don't think that people would love to listen to that. What made me think that people would love to listen to me yap, I don't know either. Anyway, the colors, guys. I am so loving it. I love these colors together. They just make sense. And can you see the vision that I'm talking about? Oh, this is a fun part. Spoiler alert. It's just a few seconds in. I'm going to zoom that one in, and I'm going to use a watercolor blender. Why can't I wait for it to happen? Let's just wait for it to happen, okay? Girl, it doesn't make sense if you color that orange. It was too dark, so I decided to undo that again. I think the reason why I love nature colors is because I love N with an E. It's a series based on a classic novel, Anne of Avonlea, Anne of Green Gables, I mean. That show just means the world to me. I think predominantly the colors are like this in that show. If you haven't watched it, what are you doing with your life? It's been years since that show ended, and it's still my favorite of all time. I think I'm going to watch it again. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm going to disclose something. The reason why I decided to just try to talk throughout this video is because we don't have an internet connection as I'm recording this. So I literally don't have anything better to do because I've been procrastinating in finishing this video. I filmed this maybe like 2 days ago, and maybe this is the universe telling me, girl, you have to finish this task. I'm not gonna give you internet access so that you can focus on your voiceover for this one. Yay. I don't know why you said yay, but it just makes sense, right? That the table is the same color. Oh, yeah, by the way, I try to limit the colors that I use to just 4 to 6, just so that I don't get any decision fatigue, or that it doesn't look all over the place. The colors are not all over the place. It's good to limit the color palette to just 3 colors. I think orange, yellow, and green, they go well together. I don't know what kind of colors are they complementary. I probably should study that again, because complementary colors go really well together. There we go. I'm gonna zoom that in and then use the water blender. It's so fun to use this brush. Look what's gonna happen. Yum! It looks like a true watercolor paint, right? Oh, that's just so fun to watch. Yeah, next time I'm just really gonna paint at night so that my neighbors are already asleep, and our crows and my dogs, because I don't want to suffer from this kind of voiceover. Wait, I just said that I was practicing. Earlier, I just told you that I was practicing speaking, and now it's so easy for me to just give up, huh? I guess I'm just still gonna do more voiceovers in the future, but it's gonna be a mix of just ASMR and voiceovers. Yep, that's a good plan. I think that's a good plan, yeah. Can you guys hear the television in the background? My grandma is watching a noontime show, famous noontime show in my country. You're hearing the advertisement, television advertisement. Okay, this color, this grand color doesn't make sense, right? It looks like it blends with the wall color. And so, that's right. I'm going to delete that stroke, those brushes. Yep. Okay, now we're on the shadows part. This is also one of my favorite parts. Actually, you know what? Even the sketching, it's my favorite. It was fun, but this is also fun because I get to make this painting more interesting. I love putting shadows. It's so satisfying. It's like artists when they use multiply to add shadows. It's a field day for us. It just makes sense to put shadows on your work. I love watching that. Anyway, maybe I can talk about something else unrelated to painting. Will that be alright? This is going to be a chit-chatty video halfway through. I mean, the last half of this video is going to be just me chatting about living in a tropical country. I live in the Philippines. It's very hot at this time of the year. It's summer. But I think I'd rather live here than live in cold weather, in snowy countries. Because I see London, for example, on their usual days, and the sun rarely shines on that country. It's always raining and gloomy. I don't know if I'm being... I don't know if Europeans would disagree with me, because that's what I see on the media. But I also see like Reddit topics about how depressing the weather in cold countries can be. And I just think that I'm too much of a summer girl to vibe with that. So I'd rather, what's the word for it? I'd rather endure the heat than endure a very depressing, cold, dark day. Yeah, and I do love the blue and bright sky. I love the greens when I walk around my neighborhood. How about you guys? If you've made this far into the video, would you rather live in a tropical country or in a country with more cold seasons? Is that cold? Do they call it cold seasons? I don't think so. Cool seasons? Yeah, cool seasons. Although I do love to experience snow, I don't think I would love to experience it for like over a week. Yeah, I think a week is enough. I don't know if I'd really enjoy snow for like a long time, because I once worked at an office job where they turn on the AC, the centralized AC, the whole day, and it was just freezing in there. There's no snow in sight, but if it's that cold with an AC, I don't know if I'd survive a real ice like a place surrounded by small tiny ice. That'd be just too much for me. Anyway, where am I with the painting? Ooh, shadows on the chairs is such a fun. I kept using fun. See, this is what I mean when I say that I need to expand my vocabulary. But yeah, those shadows are when I painted them gives is like scratching. It just scratches my brain, right? Yeah. That's what they say on the internet, right? It just scratches your brain and the right parts. Is that it? Am I right? Oh my god, I don't know if it's a good idea to really add my voice over here. I've been talking for over 40 minutes. What the hell? I don't know if it's a good idea to add this voiceover, because what if somebody listens to this and then decides to cut out some parts where I just talk nonsense, and then they will post it on the internet and then make fun of me. Well, this is already posted on the internet, but what I mean is they will post it on like TikTok or Twitter, and then they will make fun of me. Yeah, it's actually also one of my fears doing YouTube is for people to translate my words into something else. So I guess I will give the disclaimer. English language is not my first language. Spare me. It's very hard for me to express myself. It's not very hard, but it's not that easy compared to when I speak in Tagalog. Yeah. I don't want anyone misconstruing what I said and then feasting on it. the next second, I'm just doing art stuff. This is a harmless channel. Please, if you're planning on doing that, doing exactly what I just said, stop it. Stop it. Don't do it. You can do better things in your life instead of downloading an artist video and extracting the audio from it and then posting it on other social media platform. Honestly, voicing it out just sounds ridiculous. I don't think anyone would do it. But now that I'm talking, I just can't stop talking about it. I feel like someone would do it eventually just because I couldn't stop talking about it. So now I'm gonna stop. Let's get back into my drawing again. Okay, again, I guess at this point I was trying to experiment with the colors of the shadows because it was too dark and the tone was cool compared to the others, so I'm gonna make it warm. There you go. Take note that I didn't cut any part of the video in this part. What? Part? Take note that I didn't cut any clip from this part of the video. So you're seeing it, you're watching it real time. The decisions that I'm making, that's why it's taking me so long. You know, we just got almost 10 minutes left. No, 11 minutes left. Wow. Okay, I think I'll be able to see this video till the end. Yeah, you know what? I plan on making a podcast this year. So we'll see. I'll see if I can manage to we'll see if I'll be able to manage to continuously talk for hours. I have to do my research about that because podcasters do cut some of what they say, some of their audios. They don't just talk for hours and that's just it. There are lots of editings, that's for sure. I guess with me, I didn't really have an outline of topic for this video, and that's what I lacked, and that's why I'm struggling to come up with topics and ideas and something to talk to. I should have outlined some topics. That's what I'm going to do in the next video. So hopefully you guys still choose to stay with me because I'm serious about this channel. I want to take care of the small community that I'm starting to build here. And it's just also a creative outlet for me. I don't want to neglect this. there's just this quote, or not really a quote, but an advice from, I forgot, I think, it's Abby Connick. She's a brand designer, and she's a brand designer and a graphic design guru. Not a guru, but she's a teacher. And when I was following her, I used to follow graphic designers, but since I treaded with the art niche, I decided to let them go. But when I was following her, she always would say to just start. If you want something, or if you want to do something, you don't have to be great about it initially. You just have to start. And I know she wasn't the one who really invented or really started that idea, but ever since that I heard that from her, I just kept thinking about it. Whenever I do projects, I would just start instead of waiting for me to be good at it. It doesn't matter if you're not an expert in that craft, or if you're not ready, if you think you're not ready to do it, I just say just do it. Just start. The only way you can learn and the only way you can improve is by doing it. And I believe that by recording this audio, it's already been helping. It already is helping me a lot than when I'm not doing anything. You know, this whole internet breakage. Is that what you call when you lose internet connection? This whole internet breakage, yeah. This whole internet breakage just gives me a chance. It gives me time to focus on what could be something for my YouTube channel. Oh, okay, this part I am doing the bricks. I won't do every bricks because I don't think that's aesthetically pleasing to look at. But doing a few bricks will do the trick. It will look more polished. See? Yeah. Those little details, they add up. Yay. I'm almost done, guys. I wasn't able to record the few adjustments that I made, but I did make a few adjustments in the colors. And I still added some hues on the plant. I wasn't able to film that, but I'm going to show the end result at the end of this video. I'm going to show the final result at the end of this video. If you're still here, thank you very much for tuning in. I guess if you made it this far, you're on a break and you're just chilling and you want to paint and you want company while you paint. I hope I was able to be a good company while you do your leisurely activity. And okay, I think the next thing that I will do here is to put my name, even though it was really not that finished yet. But the overall look of this one is already fine with me. It's a cozy cafe. I drew a cozy coffee shop front, and I love it. Yay. See you next time. Bye. Oh wait, I'm gonna show you the final output.